Justice or else. It's not a moment, it's a movement.
There are some that believe that the Nation of Islam is a radical Islamic group. But when they call for justice in America for the African American community, the community answers.
That's the capital. That's where the problem is. The capital that has construction going on because it needs repair. The capital that look ruined because it's ruined the lives of the American people for the failure to give justice. Justice or Else is a movement that comes out of the desire of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad to one day see a march, but with sober and serious-minded persons.
It's hypocritical for us to say that we are citizens and we are still trying to get civil rights while at the same time we are denied the human right of self-determination.
And he's leading us toward self-independence, self-determination, and nation building. That we will continue to thrust for full and complete freedom, for equal membership among the best in civilized society, and justice applied equally to all, regardless to race, creed, or color.
The Nation is first and foremost a religious organization, but for nearly a century they have been vocal about the separation of the African American community from the rest of the United States. They believe that in order for the African American community to be truly free from racial injustice, they need to be allowed to live independently.
Our thrust is different because it's economic. It's based upon self-reliance, self-determination, and self-governance. That's different than the manifesto of the NAACP, as much as we respect it and have worked within those organizations and are members of. I'm a member of the NAACP.
This belief could be viewed as a self-imposed segregation, unlike the segregation that many African Americans fought against during the civil rights movement.
Justice or Else had in it a warning from God that in it is a threat that God himself can back up. We're fighting a war on two fronts: fratricidal homicide, what we do to one another, and rampant police brutality and mob attacks. One based on a mind of black inferiority, another based on a mind of white supremacy. Neither one of these minds are sufficient for the kingdom of God or for us to even exist in right now. So they can't even coexist as much as exists as a reality in this world. So there's a difference. And we believe in economic self-sufficiency, while other groups, that's not a part of their agenda or plan. It never was from the inception.
The Nation believes that the African American community is entitled to their own economic, education, and government system.
Peace is the fruit of justice. And where there is no justice, there can be no lasting or stabilized peace. Period. Never again. Well, never again will you ever enslave us. But never again will you keep us in the servitude position you presently have us in. Never again to that. That's why it's justice or else.
From Harlem, New York, I am Raven Blue.